Hey everyone, I'm Rather Incoherent, and this is going to be one hell of a second terror mission. Difficulty very difficult, sit rep EXALT squad. Real quick, we're at force level 3. What I just found out by checking what force level we're at, I'm pretty sure mechs show up at force level 5 in a better advent. So I think that sit rep we had previously where reinforcements showed up actually resulted in this reinforcements having a higher force level than normal. But I might be wrong about that. Let's get back to the here and now though. We're bringing out our Spark because they've been carrying every other fiasco we've been in, so we'll need them for this one too. We've got big money the tech spec to keep him up and running if his shields ever go down. Our best field medic with a flashbang. We've got a pair of sappers. We have Hidden Cube and Rogue Wallaby. Rogue Wallaby is carrying our Frost Grenade. Meanwhile, our best shotgun mods are going on Hidden Cube. We've got the Shadow Keeper and Sabot rounds on Black Cat. We've got Toaster out with their aim stacking going on, bringing them up to a base aim of 80, almost as good as Black Cat, despite not being a sniper. We've also given them the bipod to increase their range and let them sit down and hunker it out in one position. We've also got Shrapnel Flurry. They're slated for the A-team because of their good GTS abilities, but right now, they're just a corporal. We'd rather have a different combat engineer, but no one else is available. Big hole in this team. We have no melee, no Templar, no Assault. No one is on deck that can do that. We could bring a Skirmisher, but those guys have to build heat to deal good damage and then have to roll a dice and not get 7% to actually hit. So, Skirmisher staying home. This is the team we're bringing. Let's get into it. Let's save some civilians. Alright, we're in the back corner of the map. We look like we have the best brace position in the world for Black Cat to get into. But first, we're revealed. Let's take our first moves. We can already see something we'd be pulling when we move. That doesn't really feel fair, Mr. Chrysalid Crawler. I'm going to make sure Black Cat is well out of the way for that first move. I would like her to be in cover, but it should be fine. I'm going to make my first move instead, because I'm worried that Black Cat will get detected if she's right here, if they get to, like, right here. Anyway, we've got baby chrysalids, and they don't want to fight us, which makes sense, they are tiny children. Oh, I just realized, Black Cat was having to run around because of Rogue Wallaby. I'm going to move here and open this door to give her a much straighter line to the roof. I doubt there are going to be any aliens back here. I don't know what this room looks like. It looks like there is no more house after this, though. So, this probably has vision out these windows. Yeah, definitely. It could be pretty sketch. I don't like my first move feeling trapped this far back. Let's take Black Cat up to the roof. I'm worried the Chrysalid is just going to jump up and see her immediately. I'm not going to be happy if that's the case, but by all accounts, it should just attack someone down here and kill them. Not great about that either, but what can you do? I can move here instead. Go up this ladder next turn, it'll be safer. That's definitely what I should be doing. That's way, way safer to the Chrysalid. Now the only way it can scout me is if it's going to jump up here and then down, or walk here and then up and runs all the way past me. From this window, can I get vision on that Chrysalid? No. I can Hail Mary grenade right here. Like, I have an idea of where the Chrysalid is. I think it's in one of these 3 tiles. I don't actually remember where it's scattered. I should have made bonds before sending out this mission. I keep forgetting to do it. I'm at the point in the campaign where I can build bonds. I just keep not doing it. What I can do is I can flat sprint my mech to get vision on the other window. And maybe this will tell me where the Chrysalid is. Now I know where he's at. I know he has 5 health and he's not going down in 1 grenade. So instead, we're overwatching with shotguns. This could pull from here when no one else is on that side, so I don't want to stay there. This is okay. Medic's going to move here and overwatch. I don't want to be out here and potentially pulling from there, so this character's going to be sprinting onto a rooftop position. I'll take this one. I think Toaster's in the same spot. They are. Same boat. Rogue Wallaby is just going to be moving here.
I'm going.
And that Chrysalid gets an attack on something, nothing we can do about it. Reinforcements incoming immediately. That might be the EXALT squad. That is the EXALT squad. And Hunter dropping in behind them. Oh man, this is gonna get real messy real fast. Shell-shocked, adversary Templars once again couldn't make it for this mission. I could have thought about it and saved him for this mission, but again, the alternative is sending him on a psionic store mission, which is literally where he is the best he can possibly be. So, honestly, I should have sent AP on that Templar before I sent the mission out. Lots of mistakes I'm realizing I made in the previous strategy leader right about now. Oh well.
We just picked up a unique signature. One of the chosen is here.
Goodbye, sir. I'm sure you were a great resistance operative before.
Commander, Advent isn't backing off. They've got units in the AO that are ignoring our forces just to get a better shot at the civilians.
Is it talking about the crawler? Is this single crawler the Berserker pod? Because if so, that's kind of sad. Okay, so our second stronghold has people piling out of it, troopers right outside. People running and yelling for a very long time. Good shots on stun lancers, always appreciate that. Okay. First move, mech moves up to here.
Proceeding to target.
We're gonna see if this pulls anything, and if not, we'll make our decisions based on this. It pulls another crawler. I think there's a second one next to it. Could have sworn I saw a health bar there. It's very possible I did. Toaster can make it here, but can't get eyes on anything. Rogue Wallaby can get high ground shots with a shotgun at a chrysalid from here. Sounds like the thing to do. Poor baby chrysalids really didn't stand a chance. One down.
Blooded killer, Commander.
Normally I feel like he's full of shit when he calls me cold-blooded. But I mean, I am actually shooting children this time, so he might be onto something. I can get high ground full cover here and take the shot with Shrapnel Flurry. It lost 2 health. It must have got shot in by a resistance operative and I just spaced out and forgot about it. What's happening? Why are you running? Oh, because I dealt with the first pod, so he's moving on to the second area. This is the fastest I've ever dealt with that. Only because it's 2 pods of 1. I think there's a pod out here. I think that I kind of saw it there. So for this turn, I'm going to move up very slowly, not pull any more Fog of War. The civvies are doing great. We've got plenty of them. What I need to do is make absolutely sure that we don't run into any trouble with pulling a pod right now. We've got some people out of position and flankable. God, I would really like to be braced next turn. But oh well, can't get into a position for it. I might have messed myself up by moving Toaster to here. If I had moved Toaster somewhere else, then maybe I could have put Black Cat there and braced her. I'm sure it's going to be fine, but I prefer to think that my play was actually good instead of shrugging my shoulders and saying, I'm sure it's going to be fine. Now that I'm just piling everyone else forward as far as I can, trying to get in a position where I think I can actually fight the squad across the river. Does not seem like it's going to be easy to do, though, by any stretch of the imagination. I'm going to move Ashen Fortress up just a tiny bit. That way I can move Big Money up as well behind him. Field Medics just running as far forward as they can. They're not going to do much anywhere unless I put them in full cover, so I'm going to take them up top. Or high ground, rather, not full cover. The last couple episodes, I've been using high ground and full cover interchangeably. I don't know why. Alright, let's see our first Exalt squad of the pod. We got dudes in suits, but that might belie how threatening they are. We got 4 of them. Resistance doing their best, but not doing much. All of these guys are going to have classes akin to base XCOM classes. Looks like they all also have quite a lot of health. Tracking shot going on to... Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. If anything, that's great. There's a permanent debuff applied to you when you take tracking shot where you lose 7 armor for the rest of the mission. Which means everyone's going to think he's an even better target and shoot at him more than they normally would. Now, the bad news is we probably have to activate the Hunter this turn because he's just, like, right in front of us. Now, looking at this, I've got a grenade there. Originally, I wanted to move this way and clear my flank. But honestly, maybe I just want to never look over there and pretend nothing bad is happening. I'm going to move to the full cover here and just take this grenade to kill the cover. It's something I can do of relevance here. It's a little bit of a worse grenade now because of angles. There we go. That's perfect. So, hopefully his cover's not indestructible. The truck probably is, but the high cover he's using isn't. That really is where Toaster should have been. Where is my other sapper? They're on this tree. I can take out this high cover he's on. That's good. Fall damage, easy shot afterwards. That's just happening. I want one that's targeting the top, actually, not just one that's under it. There we go.
Grenade out.
I'll F1 these guys in a second to show you what their abilities are, because I need to know what their abilities are, but they're very different from everyone else on the map.
That didn't feel good.
I've only got vision here anyway, so it's not a great spot for a Marine to be. Ivan's their sniper. He's got squad sight. They all have spec ops durability. They have a chance of being stunned for the rest of the mission instead of being killed. I'm going to reposition to here. I don't think this can pull any fog of war over here. Get a slightly better shot on Isaac here. And neither of these are guaranteed kills. I'm just going to take the one that has a higher chance of hitting then. Good shot, but bad damage. We have enough shotguns to chip it down, though. It won't be a problem. I can move Shrapnel Flurry inside to here. That might be a decent spot for a rocket next turn, and it lets me take the chip shot here. Finish him off. Get him out of here. We don't want squad sight snipers in this game. That's our thing, not theirs. That's too dangerous for the enemy to have. Now I can move Black Cat up to here, and I can brace. And we're going to be here for the rest of the mission, probably. My tech specialist has to go somewhere else on account of the fact that his cover has to move. See, I've used most of my soldiers without actually moving forward, which means the hunter is not actually active right now. Because I've used most of my actions without moving forward, I think the hunter isn't actually active. Let me quickly check. Do I just full on have a line of sight here and know for a fact that's not the case? Yeah, no. Even though I have vision of this, the hunter isn't active. I don't really have vision. It's just because it's next to the objective. I'm going to move up to this half cover and no further. I hope this doesn't pull the hunter. All right, we're good there. And unfortunately, we don't have the flamethrower we want to have. I'll just take the Overwatch. It's fine. Tech Specialist moves up right behind him. This feels very silly. Oh, I should have done the grenade on the Tech Specialist first, actually. My Marine might be able to find a position to take the shot on this guy. So, do I have eyes from anywhere on that? I would have to jump down. And if I jump down, that's my whole turn, it seems like. I can get inside here, and that'll give me eyes. Perfect. That doesn't mean I've got a kill, but it means I've got a shot. 86. Spec Ops durability. He's calling for evac. Alright. Got some sort of PsyOps or Templar in the back. He's just killing civilians. Or shipping civilians. That's embarrassing. That guy hits for 8. Not a fan of that. That's fucking terrifying. Why is your minimum damage the same as the hunter's max damage, sir?
Our last fight left me wondering, Commander, just how far are your people willing to go to finish this?
That's actually a really good question for where he currently is. He's standing on top of all the civilians while weak to explosives. I don't know if the game has any, like, realization that that's why he's saying it, but it's very funny. Anyway, that's fine. Ashen Fortress taking damage means nothing to me. Doesn't he get armor from this? Stop missing him. Take your 20% on literally anyone else. Alright, we got civilians running out the back. Missed shots on troopers. I feel like there's someone off to my left I'm worried about pulling. That guy really doesn't deserve to be alive. Also, that point-blank 80% sniper rifle really showcasing that the AI doesn't get range bonuses or penalties. Finally went down. There's another trooper right beside him waiting to take his place. That brief moment where the car gets better before it explodes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move my mech to here. I'm going to take the incinerator here. And then I'm going to walk my tech specialist up behind him to throw his second grenade at Adam. Because Adam is a fucking force to be reckoned with, and he needs to die.
I will
So let's move Ashen Fortress up. This will definitely make the Hunter go live if he wasn't already. Got a Stun Lancer Trooper Pod in the back. It's active now. We're great on civilians. That's fine. If I turn this to the right, am I ever able to catch the Stun Lancer? No, I can just get his cover. The explosive one has shorter range. That doesn't really help me in any way. I can actually get the Psyop in the back as well. So I'm going to take this shot. Hopefully it kills Elena. The other two are just icing on the cake. They don't really matter. I got the one in the back. I got Elena. The really big thing is I got Adam's cover without using the grenade on my tech specialist.
I hope it's worth it.
All right, let's move Big Money in. Those shots, man. Do I not have vision on Adam? Is that what's happening? Yeah. Can I get a grenade top floor? No. How's my sniper doing? 100% shot on Adam. Okay, this is a really awkward spot to be in because of this bridge in the middle.
No problem, boss.
However, this is precisely why I like smoke grenades on my combat engineers. We're going to turn this half cover into full cover.
Smoke out.
It's the best magic trick in the game.
Now where's the skill in that?
I know, it's so hard to shoot people when they try not to get shot. It's deeply frustrating sometimes.
On the move.
Now, I think Rogue Wallaby can actually get up further and take full cover perfect. My Marine just needs to be going forward as well. If my medic can make it further, I should send them first, but I don't think they can get anywhere of real use. I'm going to get them on the tree and overwatch them, I guess, just to have them further out. It's just an awkward turn where all I can do is move forward. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but it's not what you ever want to be doing. Anyway, we're taking this shot on Adam, because that man needs to go down. And since he does have 8 health and an armor, and that's never dying to a sniper rifle, it turns out we're still using this grenade. Because Adam can't be allowed to live. 5 to 8 is insane. We still don't have a guaranteed kill on the bastard. Thank God. I just don't like seeing 5 to 8 damage alive.
You're not expecting me to go down that easy.
Alright, Stun Lancer's coming around the side. Lots of enemies getting to be active at this point. But this is okay. We're in a position where we can actually move forward and do something about it. And landing really nice Overwatch shots. Good job, medic. Stun Lancer's out here shooting at civvies. We're completely fine on civilians right now. And the fact we haven't been flanked yet and we're seeing this spot makes me think there's actually no one next to that building. I could have sworn I saw a health bar flicker in Fog of War at some point, but maybe I was just losing my mind. Civilians just refusing to die out here. This one probably deserves to be dead. He is just standing in the open.
Let's move already. Need an evac.
Alright, their Psyop is calling for evac, but I think he takes his next turn before he evacs.
Come on.
And I'm not a fan of that. I want him dead. I want the AP point that I get for killing him, and I want him to not actually shoot somebody before he leaves. Hunter taking embarrassingly bad shots, just shoot Ashen Fortress. Like, I know it's the point of Ashen Fortress, and shooting him doesn't really hurt me, but if you shoot him enough, it becomes a problem. That just hasn't happened yet. Something I should mention about Ashen Fortress. We rushed him super hard, and it really shows with how resistant he has been in these first couple of missions that he's meant to be durable during, like, the 3rd month, and we got him at the start of the 2nd month.
There's heavy fire in this zone.
If they could just bring him down, that'd be sick, but... can't get everything you want.
I can smell the fear.
This smoke here is just so helpful for pushing forward. What do we do next? This might be a good overdrive turn. We can overdrive, shield bash here, and then move back and kinetic strike the next guy. If this isn't the overdrive turn, I don't know what is. That's the real reason I'm doing it. So, we've got a shield bash target here. 66 on everyone. It's 4 to 5, so it's a guaranteed kill if it hits. Take the hit. He's out of here. Also, they're dropping EXALT weapons. I'm really interested in how those compare to mag weapons. Unfortunately, that pulls the Sun Lancer's pod. Now, I have no idea how many actions I have right now. I think I have reposition, reflex, and then 2 normal actions. This says I only have 2 moves worth of actions, though. So I think it's just reposition in 1 action. Not really sure what happened there with my move count, but oh well. Maybe I just move out here and roast these guys with the incinerator. Yeah, that sounds like a great plan. Hi, Chomps, how's it going? Going great for the guy in front, not so much the guy in the back. The guy in the front's having the best 9% of his life. No one else can possibly take this cover, so the tech specialist is going to go for that. He is unfortunately out of grenades, but he can just combat protocol something. Thought I had a shipped trooper somewhere, but we might have already dealt with it. Oh, here we go. So this text is for the base ability. I have upgraded my basic material, so my gremlin went up from 2 to 3, and then I also have the thing that increases its base damage, the overload perk. This says it deals 4, and I have no reason to doubt these numbers. If these numbers are wrong, the game gets real hard. It feels strange to me that my combat protocol has been doubled in damage already, but that is what has happened. All of this stuff really isn't too threatening. It's going to be going for Ashen Fortress. I could have sworn we... Oh, the Resistance must have dealt with that low health stun trooper while I was talking about something else. That's probably what it is. I think I just take the 88 here on my sniper. It doesn't seem half bad. There are slightly better shots off on the left side near Fortress, but that hardly matters to me. Negating half cover at high ground is just insane. This opens up a position on the right, which lets me flank this trooper as well. That just cleanly sorts out this entire flank. Well, it could cleanly sort out the entire flank. 16%? Alright, the defensive mine couldn't quite reach him, so I just had to take the shot and hope no one else was getting a better chance. Everybody who's trying to scramble across, what are your odds? Interestingly, Shrapnel Flurry can't go over, I guess. I don't know why. If anything, I would think that Toaster would be the one who couldn't go over because of the table. A little bit weird pathing on the bridge. I want Toaster here and suppressing the Hunter. That's the easiest choice of my life. Please stop shooting my men.
I'll chalk that up to beginner's luck.
Shrapnel Flurry has armor. They're the safest if a flank does happen. It's unlikely. The only real fear is the Hunter doing something crazy. But I should be safe moving there. Now, I am not at squad sight range of the Hunter according to this. I don't have the little crosshair in the bottom. Maybe that's not true. Maybe it's just being overridden by the arrows. I'm worried that the Hunter can just grapple to the other side of this and kill Black Cat. I don't think they can. But just in case, Lunatic Supernova can't really contribute anyway. I'm going to move him up to the full cover here in Overwatch. It probably is not a good use of his turn, but I'm really scared that they could grapple over here and cause me problems. I'm just going to move them up and hunker them to keep them safe.
Closing on target position now. Incoming.
I think we're in a completely secure position right now. I don't know that for sure, but it feels very safe where we're currently at. This mission feels like, despite being labeled as very difficult, it's been kind of a walkover. We just had very good high ground positions. The one weird choke point smoke grenades got us through. Advent got crushed. They were not in safe, difficult to reach positions. The pods have been really weirdly small. That's why it's going well. I just realized I've only seen the weird terror pods. I haven't seen a single big pod. I saw the 2 solo chrysalids, and then no real pods. Anyway, suppression has once again negated the Hunter's only strength. And the Resistance can't land shots to save their lives, quite literally.
The elders have
So it's very hard to shoot the hunter without killing this civilian on the bottom floor. I think I need to use baby grenades on the first 2 levels to get him alone on the bottom level. I can use a sapper grenade on the first one. Fortress didn't get a reflex move this turn. I was going to use them to pick up this loot, but this flank is looking a little bit too tasty for me not to take it. Like, this is just being disgusting. Get him out of here. Or don't. Like, the Stun Lancer probably lives either way. Alright, Stun Lancer is at least largely crippled. Trooper is dead. I can take this position and take the shot, but I mean... But it's not like big money is going to actually do anything. I think we're just taking another turn to set up on the hunter, which is fine. Reload, suppress him again.
It's going to take more than a few wounds to slow me down, Commander.
And then I'm going to pick up these loots with Shrapnel Flurry.
I've got the thing.
I think I should be able to pick this up from inside.
I can handle that.
Yeah. Rogue Wallaby is looking for a slightly better angle here. Aren't they? Yeah, they need to be a little bit further back. Wait. No, they've got the angle I won't. What I'm going to do instead, then... They're right here. Going to move to this location. Place my defensive mine right there. I think it went to the correct location. It snapped right at the end. Yeah, we're good. And then move back. Because he's been staying in the same spot. I think if I put this here, he'll stay there until I blow him all the way to the bottom floor. I may as well. There could be more pods out on the map. I don't want to move my specialist any further out than he already is. Just try to kill the Stun Lancer. Sniper doing gross work this mission. Absolutely disgusting.
You want some more?
Tech specialist, get in there.
It is clear.
I know I said I was going to try to avoid pulling Fog of War, but I immediately changed my mind. It's not like I thought better of it, it's just that I decided I was pretty sure there weren't pods, because surely they'd have run in already if they had been there.
Good copy. Moving
Move up to this high cover on Hidden Cube. Overwatch.
Ready to go.
Keep the medic here just in case the hunter can cross over. Hunter getting his 21% to deal damage to Hidden Cube, but he'll be fine. The wound is unfortunate, but it hardly matters. They're just hanging out with Ashen Fortress. He's just over there taking a selfie. So what I think happened there is that very difficult counts the number of pods. That's basically what the difficulty setting is talking about. So since there were a lot of terror mission pods where it was just like 3 troopers and a Stun Lancer running around killing civvies, the 2 normal pods on the map were just single chrysalids. So the very difficult was in reference to 2 incredibly manageable pods. I don't know. I would really like it if someone could get back to me with how to adjust terror mission specifically, because the specific terror mission pods tend to end up making them easier, not harder. Like, there wasn't a single normally generated pod on this map, which is really, really strange. Anyway, enough mod talk, let's kill the hunter.
Fire in the hole.
Ashen Fortress is just doing absolutely gross things if you get a Pioneer Spark this early. Shredded, exploded, fallen down a level. Oh, that one was a faceless. I just accepted that I might have to hit him. I didn't know for sure, but I guess that's also an option. I'm going to toss my defensive mine forward on Hidden Cube in case somehow somebody lives. And then take out the ground underneath both of these guys. I wonder if falling into a defensive mine triggers it. I'll take the free reload on my sniper.
Killing time.
And probably just finish off the faceless. Got 100% no matter what I choose to shoot. I kind of want to put as much experience on Toaster as I can. Because a lot of the time, despite being an A-team member, they're going to be off doing covert ops. They don't get as many missions to get experience as most other soldiers do. So I'm going to take this 86 on the faceless with Toaster. good. Some more experience going to Toaster is always going to be good for us. I'll take the suppression. I want to leave the mission now. I don't like this sound bug.
What that feels like.
Anyway, more grenades. This should be a kill. He's alive, but he's overwatched, suppressed, on top of a defensive mine. I could take him out with a shield bash, but God knows Ashen Fortress doesn't need the experience. Sniper it is. Take him out, Black Cat. I think it's really funny that the best use I had for my medic was to keep them near Black Cat in case of crazy grapple plays. Yeah, that's it. That is so anticlimactic for the difficulty we were promised. If anyone has any insight into how to mod the game, because I've looked through all the encounter buckets I can find, I can't seem to find anything specific to terror missions. And I'm sure I'm missing something obvious, but I don't know how to change this stuff. And if I can change all of these little pods of like 3 troopers to be like pods of 4, and these pods of 1 crystal to be pods of 2 or 3 crystalid, the ones on terror missions at least, not the random ones that burrow. If there was a way to boost those numbers up, even if we didn't get the normal huge pods we encounter in this campaign, at least we'd get a lot more dudes in general. Because this terror mission is a lot easier than our normal missions, despite having been ranked as the hardest mission we played, which is crazy to me. That said, after the last 2, I could do with a softball. It's nice to have a mission where my heart wasn't beating out of my chest at any point. 1 soldier wounded. I honestly don't know who took a shot. Absolutely murder him. Let's check the debriefing. For the first time, Ashen Fortress is not the MVP. They did, however, land almost all their shots, deal 25 damage, and kill 4 people. This might be the best our tech specialist has ever done with 2 kills, 16 damage, and not missing a shot. They just don't do that much a lot of the time. Landed every shot on Lunatic Supernova, but only dealt 9 damage and secured no kills. Hidden Cube dealing 27 damage, landing their shots. Black Cat getting a sniper MVP for once. Landed all their shots, dealt 28 damage, killed 4 people. Very much 1 shot, 1 kill this time. Gothic Toaster landing their shots like they better be doing after all the missions I stack on them, but not actually getting too much done in the process. They're still mostly in the phase of the game where a Marine just suppresses the Chosen, and that's their job. Shrapnel Flurry, you know, we've seen combat engineers do way better, but they're fine. And Rogue Wallaby dealing a lot of damage with what little actions they did take.
Well,
unsurprisingly, Ashen Fortress getting their promotion. Hidden Cube getting a tiny wound from the Hunter. Generally, things going quite well. Let's see who can bomb with Gothic Toaster. Shrapnel Flurry. That's actually really good. They're both A-team candidates. It's also her highest natural cohesion, so I'm just going to make this bond now before I can forget about it or mess it up. And we'll create a bond poster for the 2. That's a little bit too much for me. What on earth is this? Yeah, sure.
you're ready to be famous.
Anyway, we rescued 15 of the civilians, got some laser sights, some scopes, and advanced conditioning. Keep getting advanced conditionings, never want them. We got some EXALT weapons, that's the big thing. I think we can build their personal combat ships into random PCSs, but the big thing is we got their EXALT sniper rifle, and an EXALT mag cannon, and an EXALT scatter mag. Actual weapons to use for us, we'll see how they compare to the upgraded ballistic stuff. And our monthly supply reward is increased by 45. Yeah, so the EXALT ship decryption lets us, I think, do a proving ground project to build some combat ships. Before we get too off track though, let's do our promotions. Ashen Fortress reaching Cavalier. We have Smells Like Team Spirit. This helps with the support stuff that we're not picking. We have Roaring Flames. Kimthador gets 20% chance to crit. That's obviously nice. But the big 2 are Minor Kinetic Plating, which gives us 2 ablative health. Not that big. However, every missed shot gives us 2 more plating, which is huge. And Lightning Strike, which is a 4-turn cooldown attack where after the attack goes through, you get an action point. The downside is that it only deals half damage, but ship damage is ship damage, very valuable. Action economy is action economy, very valuable. I've been doing just fine without Lightning Strike. I think Minor Kinetic Plating is the next step in durability, and it's more important. I definitely want to spend AP on this at some point, but we just don't need it the way I feel like we need Kinetic Plating. Shrapnel Flurry is finally climbing the ranks a little bit. Demolition and Rouse are both fantastic, but Demolition's the higher priority for me. Rogue Wallaby's making it to Sergeant. And again, Demolition is just amazing. The other options are... Well, I was going to say the other options are good, but Return Fire isn't really good. Fire support is good, but it's just not doing what demolition is doing. And once again, that's everyone except for the rookies awaiting classes. Oh, wow. This stuff is way better than what we have. So the EXALT Long Lance is up 2 damage flat out from where we are on the sniper rifle. It only has 1 upgrade slot, and it can't be improved with bridging techs. But still, that's very good. We've been working with our upgraded assault rifles at 4 to 6 damage, clip size 4. The EXALT Mag Cannon is 5 to 8 damage, 1 built-in shred, clip size of 4. The downside is it costs us mobility to carry this damn thing, but it's obviously going to be worth doing on our Marines because it's so much better than our assault rifles are right now. And the last thing we picked up is, unfortunately, a bullpup. It has 3 to 6 damage, and man, it's actually got the same average damage as the normal bullpups with the upgrade. Why do the bullpups upgrade worse than any other gun? That's weird. Yeah, I don't actually like this more than the normal bullpup. In fact, I like it less. Because the average damage of 4 to 5 and 3 to 6 is the same. But 4 to 5 is a guaranteed kill on a normal trooper, and this isn't. Very sad the scatter mag is a bullpup. I was thinking it was the shotgun. I don't think we'll even be equipping this. We're just going to sell this at the black market first chance we get. So, where are we at in the tactical layer? We just got a new option for rookies. We don't need that at all. I believe we were scanning resistance contacts. By the time we get there, we'll be finishing a covert op for combat preparedness. And who was on that covert op? Bitter Flare and Hidden Tornado. We did this for XCOM ability points. What was that about? What did that sound effect mean? I have no idea, to be honest. Anyway, we're finishing Sabotage as well, whatever that's about. Still Guardians back from their wounds. Oh, that's sabotaging the Avatar project, hell yeah. We get Wretched Phoenix back. It's always good to see our higher ranked combat engineers returning to duty. And we continue scanning. The Avatar project immediately gets back on track. It was a very short-lived sabotage. Still worth doing. People recovering from their wounds left and right. It's great to see. Titanium Mayhem and Apex Possessor are back from their missions. We unlock the next step in a chain, so we'll be outfitting a squad. It's a scientist rescue mission. It's going to be hard to hack things on it, but that's fine. I was hoping that we would have the Horde, but the Lost is still helpful. The Lost and the Horde are sit-reps that I view as being strictly beneficial to XCOM. It's very helpful for XCOM to have a bunch of weak, non-threatening enemies distracting Advent. Or if you're not even fighting Advent, but it's just the Horde, then you aren't fighting Advent, it's a just free mission. So, I'm sad it's not the Horde, but I'm glad it's the Lost. Checking our ready slot. Once again, we are... Oh my god, we have people available. Crazy. Absolutely wild. What is that? We have 20 people on deck to staff this infiltration mission with. A lot of them have depleted will, just not very depleted will. I'm gonna let these people heal, figure out who I can send that's not gonna have any downside. Honestly, moderate difficulty, the Lost. I'm gonna send a weaker squad for this. There's a supply drop in 10 hours. That's why I have so many people on deck. It's because we haven't gotten the new covert ops yet. I'm gonna let that supply drop happen and then send out my covert ops and then figure out who I actually have available, because I'm being lied to about how many people are really available right now. So, beginner transmission, 316 dropped in. We're doing great. 8 covert actions, 3 guerrilla ops, 1 retaliation stopped, a radio relay installed, technology is getting discovered. Avatar progress of only 1 overall. We did great that month. So the really unfortunate thing here, the Hunter's going for Retribution again, but the really unfortunate thing here is there are going to be 3 dark events coming in. I actually can't even see what the 3rd one is. I only get to stop 2 of them randomly, so whichever ones show up in my territory I can try to stop. But without a 3rd connection, and I don't have the intel to get a 3rd connection, I'm hovering at 16 right now, I can't even try to stop all 3 of them. I would obviously like to stop Undying Loyalty. I do not want everyone getting back up after I kill them. It makes it very hard to plan. Resistance Informant really doesn't matter that much to me. It's a little bit of stress on the troop roster, but that's fine. And the hidden event I'm obviously terrified of. Now, we're done hiring recruits. We got all of the benefit out of that we could possibly need. I want soldier XP increased by 20% and resource rewards increased by 15%, I think. I think these are just going to be best for building infrastructure going towards the mid-game, upgrade our troops faster, get our soldiers ranking up faster, and get the resources we need to make their upgraded gear faster. Later in the game, I'll be very happy we have weak points, but we don't need it right now. We'll be ignoring that supply drop. Let's look at the covert ops. There are no aim stack missions available whatsoever this month, so Toaster's just a soldier that I'm free to use. Iron Rhino's not actually available because we have a mobility mission here. There's a risk of soldier capture. We can give 25 supplies to negate that, and we will. So, let's send out Iron Rhino first. Now, I think the play here is to send out Apex Disaster or Final Enigma, rather than these unpromoted rookies. That way, if I do have a mission where I'm completely out of soldiers, I can just immediately promote these rookies to something else. Although, by that merit, I could just make every rookie I get from here until the end of the game a combat engineer or a sapper, and then I'll already have promoted them to the class that I need, because that's what I'll need if I'm filling out a mission and in panic. I won't combat engineers for guaranteed damage off of a squaddy or sappers for the same reason. I spent way too long thinking about it. I'm going to be sending out Apex Disaster as the second person in this team. They're both already in their outfits for infiltrating. Allocate this. Actually, what are the chances? Trivial? That's so damn greedy to not allocate the supplies. We have so much money. We don't. We're about to spend all of this on the workshop. It's a trivial chance. If it happens, there's a 50% chance it doesn't even matter. This is where I'd really like to know. Does trivial mean 10% or 5%? Because trivial could honestly mean 20%, right? That's only 1 in 5 times. Wow. I have no idea what major is. I would think major is like 50%, minor bottoms out at like 10%. I would think trivial means a single-digit chance, but I really don't know. I'm greedy as hell. I'm sending them without it. Like, worst case scenario, I lose Iron Rhino, and it's a soldier that's never been on a mission in reality. It'll suck for late game that I don't have them, but it's fine. Modular sniper rifles obviously sounds very, very good. However, just teching up to the stuff I need faster sounds very good. And frankly, I don't think I need this that much. I think sniper rifles have enough weapon slots already. It's fine. We can get a superior weapon upgrade by sending out a sergeant to get hacking bonuses. Is there even a sergeant tech specialist on deck? No. Later in the month, I'll definitely want to do this. We can see that Silent Cyclone's at 11 out of 18 right now on Corporal. I want to send Silent Cyclone in the very next mission I get. Go out of my way to stack experience on this guy, and then send him on this mission later in the month. But for now, we're not going to do manufacture upgrade. I'm just putting it in the notepad. We're always going to be trying to reduce avatar progress when it's available. So let's figure out what sergeant's getting sent away. As much as it hurts me, I'll be sending a combat engineer because I feel like I just have the most of them on deck right now. Wretched Phoenix has nowhere near a promotion anyway, and he's not an A-team member, so I'm going to be sending him. We're throwing any random person at the bottom of the list with him. We'll take our squatty marksman out. I'm not a big fan of bringing squatty medics on missions, but at the same time, I kind of need to get her ranking up. What I'm unironically going to do is promote some of the people at lower ranks that are awaiting promotions to combat engineer and sapper. And that's it. Now when I need them for missions, they'll always fit onto a team because I can always use sappers and combat engineers no matter what rank they are. And if anyone's wondering what makes a soldier go into the thumbnail, I know you aren't, but just in case, once they go on a real mission. So somebody like Psycho Mantis who's got in their class but only ever been on Covert Ops isn't actually in the thumbnail. Risk of a soldier capture. I do not want to lose a Sergeant Combat Engineer. This one I will allocate supplies for. I want to both form Soldier Bond and do exhaustive training, unfortunately. Alright, exhaustive training can be literally anyone. There's no pressure here. Scroll down, grab this rookie without a class. Congratulations, you're whichever I have less of in sappers or combat engineers. That makes you a sapper. Welcome aboard, Frantic Nightingale. Now, for the soldier I'm forcing a promotion on, honestly, maybe a low-ranking... I think I'm actually going to send out Cosmic Sphinx. She's at the very bottom end of Sergeant. She's a good sniper that I do regularly use, so it's not going to be on someone who's not getting high-end missions. She's 21 points away from a level up. You can't really be much further than that at this point in the campaign. Rogue Wallaby is 22, but I mean potato. Yeah, I've got a couple of marksmen on deck right now, so I'm going to send out Cosmic Sphinx for this. Apparently, she wears a funky space helmet when she's trying to be casual. Not too sure about that one. Also, I've just realized that the assault rifle takes longer to infiltrate with than a shotgun. Same thing with a vector rifle and a sniper rifle. So I should be changing their weapons every time I send out these infiltrations as well.
Don't worry, Commander.
Now, Soldier Bond. Is there anyone from the A-team sitting around? Because if so, they can go on this mission. Turns out there isn't. Alright, a little bit later in the month, if I've got more soldiers, I can do things like do the recon off-site facility, or investigate rumors, or form Soldier Bond if I happen to have the soldiers ready for it. But I don't need to do any of this now. We're going to infiltrate the scientists now. I said I had marksman on deck, but it turns out the only one I have is a kind of tired squatty who's never been on a mission before. But whatever, congratulations, Final Enigma, you get to be in the thumbnail now. Honestly, moderate difficulty, the Lost. I'm equipping all of these people with civilian disguises. I'm giving my squatty sniper a flashbang grenade, the one we have left on the base, apparently. And aside from that, everyone's just carrying grenades and their civilian disguises with the guns that their class uses. But honestly, I think this is just the right thing to do. This seems like a very easy mission. Gets me a lot of time off the mission. They finished infiltrating 2 days earlier. That lessens the soldier load on me by a lot. I think this is the thing to do. It's a pretty balanced team. I have every class represented and the Reaper. I haven't given them anything. No weapon attachments, no upgraded weapons. This guy has a real shotgun. That was an accident. He shouldn't have that. But yeah, good luck to this team. Operation Act Casual is underway. Our alien debris and power relay finish in 37 hours. That's when the workshop starts. And that means we're going to be basically out of money. I don't need these resistance contacts right now, but I might need the supplies right now. And before I do that, since I'm flying around anyway, I'm going to check the black market this month. Sell whatever they're interested in, buy anything I think I need, which I don't have any intel, so I'm not buying anything. The black market is interested in Advent Stunlancer corpses, Faceless corpses, and EXALT personal combat ships. They can have every Stunlancer corpse except for one. Oh, you can just have them all. I'll get more. There's plenty of fish in the sea, man. Faceless corpses, those are a lot harder to come by. I won't be selling those. The PCSs and the Advent personal chips as well. I don't feel like I'm selling these. You don't get that many of them. Stunlancer's not a problem, but the other ones I don't want to sell. If only they'd just been interested in the normal Advent Trooper corpses. I've got like 300 credits of Advent Troopers. Honestly, I don't like advanced conditioning. I might just be willing to sell these. I don't need it right now, so I can keep holding it and hoping that they offer to buy it from me later. For now, I'll just sell them the Stunlancers. I don't need to sell anything. I'd rather sell it if they're offering a deal. Let's go down to the supply drop and start scanning that while we finally make progress on our infrastructure. It's been so long since I felt like we were building our infrastructure and getting buildings in the Avenger that actually mattered. New infiltration mission. This one's not actually for a scientist or an engineer. It's for capturing a collaborator and getting a lead on a facility. Yeah, I want to do this. Oh, it's a full mission. It's an infiltration mission. Difficulty moderate. Who's even on deck? I was not prepared for this. I have 8 people total right now. This expires in 3 days. We'll consider it then. I absolutely cannot do that right now. Alien debris cleared. We can look at the room. The power relay is not quite done yet, so let's put the engineer there. Finish this faster. Continue scanning till it finishes. Let's get back in there and build the workshop. The workshop will turn an engineer into multiple engineers and just pay for itself eventually. Where's the second one at? You're staffing the power relay for some reason. We don't need that. Stop that. Build this faster instead. 20 days up from the workshop, clearing this debris. once it's finished, I'll be able to have 2 gremlins coming out of the workshop from 1 engineer, clear out this debris faster. Not quite sure what goes where. The power relay really was supposed to be adjacent to this, but I just ended up borking the strategy layer early on and not quite being able to put people where they needed to be unless I built the power relay earlier. Damn shame about that. Also, good God, we have a lot of money.
That's all right.
We have countered his plan to steal our money. That's nice. Seething Orca getting some experience. Crying Wolf getting promotion. Continue scanning this. Just don't want to waste time flying back and forth if I don't have to. Jetstream Samurai and Dead Titan getting their promotions. Dead Titan's wounded, but who cares about rookies? And I got dragon rounds from the mission. We can now shoot people with fire bullets. Also, 25 supplies. Not super important, but nice. Experimental ammo, we have AP rounds now. It's not really what I was looking for, but let's go put a new project in the Proving Ground. Didn't I just build AP rounds from experimental ammo? That's what just happened? Because on the unlocks, it doesn't list AP rounds. It says tracer rounds, tracker rounds, talon rounds, venom rounds, and sabot rounds. I'm going to keep building the experimental ammo and see what mysteries lie in store for us. Let's finish off the supply drop and then get back to the heat signatures. Ignore that, we're not flying back to the Templars. Psych, we're flying back to the Templars. I was trying to drag and apparently I let go of the mouse and just clicked instead. Okay, we're up to 13 people. As soon as that says 16, I'm going to right-click off and try to staff that infiltration mission. We're ready to do this assault. Oh god, it's that mission, huh? I can't leave my soldiers out there for another 7 days. It's just going to be a hard mission no matter what we do. A positive sitrep probably isn't changing that. So next time we'll see if we can actually launch the next infiltration. How long do we have till it expires? We've still got 20 hours left before it expires. But it looks like this episode's finally coming to a close. We've got a Templar operative to rescue, and it's going to be a mess. Another Psionic Storm holdout mission. We've got our Templar, we've got a fantastic sapper, one of our best assaults. And the rest of the squad honestly isn't super inspired. We have corporals for combat engineers and snipers, and then only squaddies for a marine, a second combat engineer, at least that's nice, and a second sapper, I believe? Yes. So even though our ranks aren't the best, we are double stacked on combat engineers and sappers, and we're bringing our Templar. We've got 2 good melee classes here to face off against the sectoids. I think we can handle this, but we'll see next time. I've been Rather Incoherent. I hope you've been enjoying the series, and I'll see you in the next one.